All right, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is another edition of GMS News and Prophecy, and I have another article, and this one is from the RussiaInsider.com. And this headline, Israel will now drive the U.S. to war with Iran. All right, so once again, we have another prophecy of the scriptures coming to pass. All right, because it's prophesied that the so-called Jews, which would be the least of the flock of the people of Edom, the Edomites, they would drive the Edomites ruling over Babylon into war. Okay, and this is what this article is hitting at. Okay, so it says Israel will now drive the U.S. to war with Iran. It says tearing apart the nuclear deal is just the first step for these guys. All right, so before I actually get into the article, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read the scripture that I was just referencing. This is Jeremiah 50:45. It says, "Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Babylon," which we know that Babylon is speaking about America. It says, "In his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans." The Chaldeans were the ruling class of ancient Babylon, just like the elite Illuminati of Esau are the ruling class of America today. It says, "Surely the least of the flock," meaning the least of that particular nation, which is Esau or the Edomites, "shall draw them out." And these are so-called Jews, which are really the people of Amalek, which are from the people of Edom, which I believe Amalek is the grandson or great grandson of Esau. So he would be another part of the flock of these Edomites. So they're the ones that's going to do what? It says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out." So these Israelis, okay, they are to draw the let's get Cesare off of here. They are the ones to draw these American Edomites into war. Okay. It says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them." Okay. Because these Israelis are going to go to war with Iran and be ultimately destroyed via thermonuclear missiles, ICBM missiles. And along with the land of Israel being destroyed, America is going to be destroyed as well. I'm going to read verse 46. It says, "At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations." Because once this World War III takes off, right, which could very well happen soon, according to this article here, all right, these Israelis are going to drive America into war, and World War III is going to take place because once they go into Iran, Russia, China, and their allies are going to send their militaries into the Middle East as well, and back Iran up. All right. So I'm gonna go into it. Now this is from USA Today. It says President Trump said Tuesday that the United States will withdraw from the landmark Iran nuclear agreement and reimpose sanctions on Tehran, a decision that angered allies who fear the prospect of a nuclear arms race in the heart of the Middle East. Right now, this actually happened last Tuesday. Okay, so I'm gonna jump down here. It says the United States could eventually be left with a losing choice between a nuclear-armed Iran or another war in the Middle East. Obama said, USA Today. Yeah, because either Iran has nuclear missiles, and they're able to defend themselves as they see fit because they're a sovereign nation unto themselves, or sovereign country or government, whatever. Or America's going to be that big bully and police that has always been, and it's just going to spark another war. But that's what's going to happen. Another war, which is World War III or the War of Armageddon, is to be sparked, man. But this article and this news is just to clarify that. Okay? let's see. So it's just a little bit more. So it says here, IMO, which I believe is my opinion. Israel achieved a major victory today when the mentally limited U.S. president, a man who could not deal with complex phenomena, was herded by the Israelis, meaning he was drawn in by the Israelis, okay, to make that decision of walking out of the Iran nuclear deal. It says the American Zionist allies and the chicken hawks now surrounding him across the goal line to withdraw of the U.S. from JCPOA. The imperialist neocon faction are sure that Europe and Russia would kneel before the throne of Trump, the first in his city on the hill. All right. Now, remember, this is from a Russian newspaper. So, of course, the sentiment is going to be anti-American. All right. But nonetheless, it's still a prophetic. It's still news and prophecy. OK, it says the Israelis want the phantom menace of anti-Semitism crushed. The turn of Iran, Syria and Lebanon has now come for a cleansing. They want the Iranians made into a pastoral people who have no foreign policy at all. And that's true, because Esau, these Edomites, they want all these other nations a part of their New World Order and under their rule. But the Lord said that he's going to raise up the kings in the Middle East to fight in this battle of Armageddon, all right, the day of the Lord Almighty. And you can find that in Revelation, the 16th chapter, okay? It says, I am told that Israeli electronic countermeasure units started a massive jamming effort against air defense assets in Syria 3 days ago. Israeli ground forces on the Golan front have been placed on high alert. In my opinion, a false flag attack on Israel is likely, and that would be the reason for the Israelis to go into Iran and convince America to go into Iran as well. All right, so World War III is definitely on the horizon, man. Okay. We're in that time period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Now, I read this particular scripture here in Jeremiah 50, but there's another scripture, might be in Jeremiah 49 or 48, which is a similar scripture, but it actually mentions Edom. Okay? About Edom, going into, or should I say Edom, the least of the flock being Edom, drawing America out. Let's see. Let me just read it, because I'm losing my words. Let's see. No, let me just write it out here. Least with a flock. Jeremiah 49. Right, Jeremiah 49 and 20. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom. Same thing that we read in Jeremiah 50. It says that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Now, Teman will represent the Germans today, which are mainly the scientists that create these nuclear weapons. All right. So all these Edomites are going to basically be drawn into war, with Amalek being the first of the nations. The first of Edom. The flock of Edom, or the people of Edom, to draw the other Edomites into war against the Edomites in Iran and the other allies of Iran and other countries as well. Okay, into World War III. So it says, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry of the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. That's how we know it's talking about that area over there in the Middle East, man. All right. So hey, this war is brewing up, but it's Yahweh Bashmi Awashai bringing it to pass. Okay. All right. So their destruction is coming. Okay, the destruction of America, these false Jews, is coming. All right, World War III is on the horizon, man, and these prophecies are kicking off. 2018, the year of prophecy, is definitely on the way. All right, but with that, I'm gonna end it there. Hope I was edified. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, Basham Rakakwadash. As always, double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. Peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom.